Marzak Ahmed, I believe AH is an Ach, is it? Awesome. Your thoughts on the Browns' coach, Rob
Chudzinski?
Good job. Being fired after one season. I obviously think it was bullshit. Pat Shurmur, Rob Chudzinski, last 1 year apiece. Management has no idea what they're doing. They looked like they knew what they were doing with the Richardson trade, and now they're clowns once again with this move.
I don't think so. We saw that tweet. That it would appear, and I will get stories now, how a lot of guys on that team.
That was from Matt Miller, Bleacher Report.
The tweet was what? That he's a douche.
He's a douche, and no one trusts him.
No one
from one
offense
player,
trusts.
Speaking of Rob Chudzinski.
Yeah. And
anonymous player?
Yeah, one offensive player saying that about Chudzinski. And, you know, I mean, again, he says no one trusts him, so the guy is theoretical, but that guy at least believes he's speaking for other people. Look, if you make the wrong call, you make the wrong call, and you got to get out. You don't give him another year. If you think it's wrong, you fire your coach.
But something dramatic has to happen, because if I make a hiring decision as GM in the NFL, I got to give that guy 3 years, right? No, look. You got to give him a fair chance. I mean, you just give a guy a year, and that's the team he has. Good luck to you.
That's crazy. He didn't get a chance whatsoever. He got a full season in the NFL, and they got worse.
3 different quarterbacks and one guy that they never should have drafted in Brandon Weeden.
I'm not saying he's not.
Weeden, Hoyer, and Campbell.
You got to have the conviction of your. You have to have the fortitude of your convictions. And if you see a guy who the players don't get along with and don't trust and isn't a leader, you don't have to wait 3 years. You can say, I made a mistake.
That also has to do with mismanagement on their part.
Yeah, they shouldn't have hired him in the first place. First of all, he might be wrong, and he might be a great coach somewhere else, but you don't have to. If you think you've made the wrong decision, get out.
Jimmy Haslam and Michael Lombardi, the owner and GM respectively, in Jank voice, are losers. They're losers.
See, Rick, you're both right.
Yeah,
so
I don't disagree with that.
Ben, if you saw something in that season that has you convinced that that's not the right guy, okay, I'm with you. Cut your losses, right? But look at the full context. Rick has got to be right. If they do it year after year, then obviously you don't have a plan and you don't know what you're doing
whatsoever with the
So
team.
they got this is it. They got to hire a great coach, and now it'll reflect incredibly badly upon them if they. But that said, you're right. They weren't set up to succeed.
No, not at all.
With those three quarterbacks.
And their defense sucked. They were bottom of the league on third down, red zone defense. No playoff appearances in 11 years. That's mismanagement. Horrible management.
They got a great cornerback, and he was hurt, and he played hurt. And Joe Hayden.
Joe Hayden, yeah, and they have a great receiver. Who do they hire? I mean, who could they possibly hire?
Do you think there's a possibility they hire North Turner?
No. Come on.
Somebody was tweeting about Jim Schwartz being Cleveland.
I would not be surprised with that for some reason. It'd be a horrible hire, but I wouldn't be surprised with it.
You got to look at
There's two scenarios under which I take a second mortgage out on my house. Okay. One is the Broncos Seahawks Super Bowl, okay? In which case I cannot bet heavily enough on the Seahawks, okay? And the number two is Norv Turner gets hired by Cowboys or the Browns.
No.
And I cannot bet heavily enough against their over that year.